Hello traders, it is Monday 13th of November 2017. It is 10 to 7 UK times. It's probably going to get out, maybe about 8 o'clock. How are we all doing? I'm once again a little bit tired. I've just got back from a trip to Finland now. Let's just set that picture's all right. Trip to Finland. It was fantastic fun. This is the beautiful plane that took us there. I actually love flying with Norwegian Air. I believe they're in a bit of trouble at the moment, but yeah, I must say they've always got pretty new planes, great staff, probably one of the best budget airlines I think there is out there. Now, you used to get Wi-Fi, though you don't get that anymore, but to be honest, I'd rather almost not have it and just disconnect for a bit. Yeah, so, yeah, Finland was wicked. I don't know if many people go out there. It's still pretty cold out there at the moment. I've been there before, but there's no, well, we saw some snow, ice, but not, it wasn't Baltic. Can you say that? It's not quite right, is it? But yeah, very good fun, and we had a good party time and all the rest of it. Obviously, I don't know. Again, if you've been out there, if you're into drinking is very expensive out there, paying about €7, €8 a pint normally. So it starts to add up. And one of the rounds, my buddy bought 3 gin and tonics, which was €65. Yeah, it's a bit ruder. But anyway, that's the tax system. And then, so you've got that on one hand, and they are quite heavily taxed. Not as bad as like Norway, but, then on the other hand, we got the train to the airport, it takes an hour, and that was €5, So obviously I presume that's subsidised by the government, so you get that kind of feedback in there. It's a really kind of interesting topic, isn't it? What's better? Because money's not invented, right? Unless you print it. That's another topic. But the kind of financial system is a I think of it as it's a unit. Yeah, the money doesn't disappear. And obviously, it does between countries. But I mean, as general, money comes in from taxes and it gets spent, or people, prices go up on transport. I'm not making my point very clear here. I think what I'm trying to say is that, on the kind of more left kind of side of things, pay higher taxes, but you get lower kind of public service stuff. But then you're on the kind of right sort of way, you pay less tax, but then the prices go up on things like public services and that. So, I mean, where anyone stands, God, it's up to you, isn't it? But I don't know. I've seen quite a lot of inefficiencies in public sector from my own personal experience. But anyway, I'm getting into a topic I don't really want to go into now. So yeah, that's that. So Helsinki was wicked. I love my little floating about. I was out there with my friend lives out there. He was great. We went out. So went out with another 2 guys. It was fantastic. But anyway, that's probably enough about that. I finished reading. Let's get this right. Finished reading How to Get Rich, which was a pretty good book. Quite enjoyed that. Yeah, I got quite a lot out of it. I really, I was saying this to Virgil the other day, I really get quite a lot of, I find it quite inspirational to read about people that have made it. And you quite often find that they're, sometimes they kind of come from very kind of simple backgrounds and have hustled their way up. They're very, popular for obvious reasons. But then, you find other people that have done it a completely different route, that have maybe, I don't know, university, then set something up and then da-da-da. So there's a million ways to do these things, right, which I find great. And I just really enjoy listening to people's stories of how they've got there, I'm kind of prattling again. What else has been going on? I have started trying to learn to fly on a simulator. Don't ask me why, but it's just something I've started doing. That's been okay. And then, yeah, on the business side, so I keep looking down at my notes down here. On my business side, yeah, I can't stop the brain going on that front. I'm always really excited, but also kind of frustrated at the same time. I'm always kind of wanting to be 2-3 steps ahead. I think it's something I kind of get anyway with things, but yeah, I kind of like really excited. I could do that. I could do this. This is a bit great. But then you're a bit like, oh, I can't because of the mechanism. I got to do this. Yeah, you kind of. So yeah, but I think that's just something you've got to manage in these scenarios. So all in all, pretty damn good, which is great. Yeah, so that's that. So I mean, just having a quick look at the trading stuff. Again, I don't know if we're going to be in a long one today because I haven't actually been doing a lot of trading. I took 2 trades last week. Both of one broke even and flipped out on me. Sorry, one broke even, the other one flipped out. So this was, let's bring this over here. This is US oil trade. This is the one that did okay. So or broke even rather. So I bought it here. So I got wicked in, but also wicked out for a profit, and then wicked out for a loss on the other one. So I broke even on that one. I had two positions, sort of two positions on it. So that was that one. The other one I believe was the US 30 that decided to not be quite as bullish as it was. So I believe I went long here, I think, and it just went through and it killed me. So yeah, my trading has been horrendous this year. But lots of lessons in there to learn. I mean, look at this thing. I'm buying this and it decides to go down. What are you going to do? Loads of lessons. Yeah, it makes you kind of consider where you're going to sit with it all. Because there's no point in doing it and losing 10% a year, which is what I've lost this year. But at the same time, I fully believe that I can do better than I'm doing. So I'm going to aim to turn that around. I do want to really start ramping up stuff on the business front. So I'm considering. I don't really want trading to become a back seat because it's quite a good habit I've got at the moment. I just kind of I've kind of got it managed pretty well, but I want business to start taking priority, or other projects to start taking priority. But anyway, yeah, there's that on that front really. What to the trades I've been taking. What else have I got of note down here? So I did note down a bunch of things to look at here from technical setups, none of which I liked. But yeah, we can have a look at these indices here. So US is rounding off a little bit. You'd hardly say it was bearish, but might be retracing a little bit. UK 100 I was looking at earlier on, and it's been going sideways for quite a while here. So we haven't beaten these highs from way back in early June, end of May. So what's that? June, July, August, September, October. So we're all glad I can do the days of the months of the year. But yeah, this is now starting to sell off a little. So it'll be very interesting to see what that does. Because obviously we're in a bit of a range here at the moment. So that's quite good actually. It was right at the tops. So, I mean, I'm just drawing this quickly, but, you can kind of see where, okay, it's probably a bit low, but you get the idea. We're kind of knobbing around in there. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it can turn bearish again. Personally, I kind of want it to turn bearish, but that's just because of the way I'm positioned. Yeah, so that's doing its thing, maybe. Metals, silver, I had a look at that earlier on, just kind of going sideways a little. Yeah, not really doing too much. Cryptos, that was the other thing I was looking at. So Ethereum is all I own at the moment, which isn't actually great, but because I want to be more diversified than that. But that's still hovering around $300. So it's been doing that for. In fact, why don't we get it? Why don't we load the chart just for the sake of it? So yeah, it got above 300, but it hasn't done too much. So let's have a look. This is a monthly chart. It won't see it's down 30% on the month, 3 months. So it kind of up a bit on the 3 months by the looks of things. But it got up to this 400, came back. I bought a bit more around here. Actually, a bit more around here, I think it was. But yeah, I mean, I'm still up on it because I got in somewhere before here, but yeah, I should really be a bit more diversified. I'm letting that sit there for the time being because I'm lazy, to be honest, and it's a pain in the arse. So I should go and do that. Should go and sort that out. But yeah, that's that. Now I was also having a look at Bitcoin because it's been having a great fun this month. Like everyone seems to be talking about Bitcoin at the moment. Everyone's an expert. People down the pub seem to be talking about it. It's quite scary. But yeah, it looks like we made this 7.5 here, 7,500. We made it again, nearly. And it's sold off quite a bit since then. So what did I say I'm looking at now? Is that a week? So what's we looking at in a month here? But I mean, it's gone on a massive bull run in the last couple of months, which I've missed out on. I did actually try and buy somewhere around here. Or was it here? I don't know. I can't remember. It was selling off, so I can't. Or maybe it was here. Yeah, it might have been here actually. But anyway, I didn't because the funds didn't manage to clear. Well, I'd already spent them actually accidentally. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Bitcoin. God knows. I had someone ask me the other day, "Oh, what do I think about Bitcoin? What do I think about shorting it? What do I think about this?" And I have no real. I suppose I know more than the average person, as to probably most of you watching this. But yeah, I have no like, no. Well, no one knows. I think that's the key thing. I'm saying I've got no specialist knowledge, but I don't think anyone does. I think that's the problem with it, isn't it? Um, yeah, I had a mate of mine when I was out sailing the other day. He was saying, we've been in these bull runs, and is it time to sell Bitcoin? And I was like, yeah, well, I don't know. And at the same time, he's saying, yeah, it could be time to start selling the equity markets. It's like, yeah, you don't know, do you? Um, yeah, although equities probably do have to come down, and cryptos probably do have to go up in the long run. But is it going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, one of the other ones? Nobody knows. So it is all kind of speculative, but for the gutsy, going pretty well, I would think. Anyway, I've had 11 minutes of your life there. I don't think there's much else I wanted to talk about here. Oh yeah, I mean, no, that is about it really. So I'm going to just keep looking at the trading thing. I'm really tightening down. Being down 10% for the year, it's almost completely regroup time. If I see anything really peachy, I will have a look at it. But yeah, I'm going to still keep doing these videos though until because I like to keep a journal for myself. But yeah, so if you get any value out of it, do let me know. I know quite a few of you do message, so I do appreciate that. In fact, I really appreciate that because it's kind of a bit one way at the moment. I'd really like to start doing it. I'd really start to like streaming it live, which is something I'm looking into. But because of the fact I want to record it or get it onto YouTube as well, what I don't want to do is kind of like expose, because it takes me like maybe about an hour and a half to do these videos, which includes my kind of analysis for the week as well. So it's not all just for the vid, but I don't want to set it up so that I need to do even more in order to be able to publish them. So I think there are ways that you can kind of stream live to Facebook and to YouTube at the same time. You just need some software. And then once I work out how to do that, I'll give it a go just to see if anyone likes that, because it could be amusing. And maybe get a bit of banter going. I don't know. Do we want banter? It is Bitcoin and indices and that. Is it bantery? Probably not. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave you there. Live the dream. Big shout out to everyone doing their thing. A big shout out to Ione. He's been, he's the crypto guy. So if anyone wants to ask anyone anything, I'd ask Ione if you know him. But yeah, just keep doing your thing. Hustle, hustle, hustle. I promise I won't be as tired next week. And live the dream.